that you have a sibling, no?
Yeah. I have a little sister.
What's her name?
Her name is Alicia.
It's Alicia. How old is Alicia?
She is 7.
7. What does she do? Does she like anything like you? I know you do the dramas and the dance club and...
I mean, she likes performing. We like to sing songs together, do like karaoke nights on Thursdays after my failed attempt at spaghetti. But she really loves reading. She's like kind of a bookworm, and every day she's like, I want to get a new book. I just finished this one, and I'll take her to the library. Alicia, your dinner's ready.
I really love Wednesdays. Mom never makes me mac and cheese anymore. After dinner, could you please reread the book I got today?
I don't know, Bookworm. I'm having a little trouble seeing.
Could I have my glasses back?
Okay. Eat your dinner and I'll read to you. But please, just one story tonight. My chem homework is piling up.
Okay.
Hello? Hey, Mom. It's okay, Mom. I swear, everything's okay. I'm still in school. The art room. All good. See you later. No, school is good. I'm almost finished with my portfolio. And I got the name and address of the guy we need to send it to. Okay. When will you be home? Okay. Bye.
I'm gonna be honest, Brian. Are you aware that your actions were just not appropriate at all?
I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. I was only joking around.
Joking around?
Hmm.
How? How is that joking around?
I mean, I know he wants friends. I know he wants to be part of a friend group. I was playing around with him.
How do you know that he knows that? I mean, did you ask him how he felt about any of the stuff that you were doing to him? What did you do to him?
I was playing around with him.
So if someone was playing around with you, how would you feel?
I was having fun. I'll have fun with them.
So if someone's yelling at you, throwing you to the ground, you're gonna have a good old time.
No, I would have fought back.
Okay, but that's you.
Timothy, you need to get off your phone and finish your breakfast or you're going to be late for school.
Nanny, did you know that Ariana was 14 when she won the National Youth Theater Award? And the play was 13 going to high school this year?
She was 13 when she won the award. Very nice.
Oh, Nanny, she was 14 and the play was 13.
Well, whether she was 13, 14, or 15, you're not going to win any attendance awards if you don't get busy, mister, and finish your breakfast.
I'm all right.
How's the college search going?
Good. It's really good. I'm submitting my portfolios really soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's real exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost winding down here for the school year.
Which is the best news.
Well, I mean, how do you feel?
I'm just excited to go somewhere new and not really be here anymore.
Don't you have friends here?
Not as many as one would want to.
Well, what about Brianna?
I've known Brianna my whole life. We had the kind of friendship that you didn't choose, it just sort of happened. We were your typical best friends. We would always play together, and I loved it. But then high school happened, and she went one way, and I went another, and I never looked back. And then she started to pick on me, and I would pretend that it wasn't happening, and I didn't really know why either. But as time went on, she and her comments got more real, and I was falling into this black hole.
I remember like it was yesterday being an 8th grader on medication for my depression, going to therapy more than once a week, being separated from my normal class and being put away in this like, what do you call it, like a portable building where 3 teachers were there. And I was like, man, why am I not normal? Why am I not, why am I always getting in fights? Why am I always hurting? Why am I always crying? And I have scars to this day. You can see them up and down my wrist where I would cut myself, burn myself, scrape. No, I was the kid that would kill himself because he didn't know how to stop mean behavior.
Come on, hurry up, you're gonna be late. Oh, that phone. Ay, ay, ay.
Here we are again, huh? Been a while since you saw me.
Yeah.
How's everything been going?
Going good.
Going good? Sure.
I'm sure.
How's home? How's Nanny?
She's doing well.
Doing well? Okay. What about school?
School's going pretty good.
Yeah? You making some new friends?
No.
No? What about, Brian?
That was horrible.
Stay next to me just to get away from me.
Thank you. Next.
What's going on at school? How are things going? Are you making friends since you moved here?
Honestly, it hasn't been fun. There are some really mean girls in the school, and I didn't even do anything to them. I don't even know most of them. So why are they so mean to me?
What are they doing?
They're teasing me. They're making fun of the way I look, the way I dress, telling me that maybe if my hair was straight, I'd be prettier, or if I dressed a certain way, I'd look nicer and the boys would like me. And I just wish they would get to know me.
How long you been here now?
About 3 months. And I love my teachers and everything, but schoolwork has been hard, transitioning and stuff like that.
Hey, new girl, what's your name?
Violet Gale.
Oh, Violet! Are you from The Incredibles?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you seem pretty invisible to me.
This is the, this is.
We should have organized this before first period.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Van Gogh. Do you need help?
I'm okay.
Well, I appreciate you coming up to Principal Whitman's office, Brandy. He's gonna want to talk to you, but he just asked that I come meet you here first before he talks with you. So, what's going on?
I'm fine.
Well, are you sure? I mean, we're not here for no reason.
Why am I here?
Tell me, what's been going on?
What do you mean what's been going on? I'm fine, like everything's fine, everything's okay.
Well, how's your sister Cassie? How's she been doing?
She's good. She's one big ball of anxiety, but she's fine, I guess.
I know that you're busy and everything, but I just can't excuse your behavior that you've been having. I've been getting a lot of reports that you're harassing your sister during school.
Harassing? It seems like a bit of an overstatement. I was just bantering with her.
Is she laughing about what you're doing?
She's sensitive. It's hard for her to take a joke.
Did you ask her how she feels?
No.
So, are you assuming?
I don't know. She should just be laughing about it. I don't know why she's making such a big deal out of this.
Look, if it was just your sister, I can kind of understand that. You know, it's your sister, your siblings. I don't know what goes on in your home life, but it's not just your sister. It's not just Cassie. You've been attacking Violet as well. What'd she do to you?
Violet just hangs out with her. I'm just joking around with them. Why are they even making such a big deal out of this anyway? Like,
people say we need more awareness about bullying. No, we don't. It's the #1 social cause in youth culture. We've been talking about it for 20 years, since Columbine. There's anti-bullying laws in every state, and every single school has to, mandated by law, have some sort of anti-bullying policies and signage and posters and stuff. What we need to do is teach about not being hurt by mean words and actions. I really think that when we look at the bullying situation, we get really confused because we don't know what it is. Is it something that is pushing and shoving, so it's physical? Is it emotional? Is it online? Is it on campus? And so people call anything bullying. I heard one teacher say, children, bullying is everything from eye rolling to the Holocaust. And I walked up to that teacher and I said, no, it isn't. Eye rolling is a rude gesture. The Holocaust is mass genocide. So we need to speak about what aggression is specifically. It's very interesting. There is no other foreign language to the word bully. No Spanish equivalent exists. When people try to translate my videos online, like how to stop a bully in other languages, it's always hilarious to see them try to, like, how to stop a molester or how to stop a kidnapper. And it's like, no, y'all are so confused. So I really think that the #1 reason why we can't solve the bullying problem is the word bully. It's a very unhelpful word. And the very simple solution is resilience education. Building up my emotional resilience so I'm not offended by you in the first place.
How do you know that he was okay with this? Did you ask him? Have you ever asked Timothy how he feels?
I feel like I need to.
Why not?
don't know. I know he wants friends. I know he wants to be part of a group.
But is that how you treat your friends? Do your friends treat you that way, man?
We all have fun with each other. We all play around with each other. So I was doing the same with him because he wanted friends. So I wanted to show him how we do stuff in our friend group. We play around with each other. I didn't intend to hurt him or do anything to him.
So you admit you hurt him?
I mean, if that's how you're putting it, yeah.
Well, that's not what I saw. I mean, I did not see joking around. You physically assaulted another student on school grounds. Those kinds of things have to have consequences. What am I supposed to do? If you were in my shoes, what would you do? There has to be consequence.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Dude, that's not gonna cut it. You can't just apologize for something and then it goes away. That's not how life works. Sometimes things happen and you can't take it back. What's really going on here? Why did you go after him? You never talk about anything going on outside of school. Clearly you don't have problems here. Is something else going on that I don't know about? I don't think you're that person that I saw in that video, man. What's going on?
Nothing really. My father, he's kind of a jerk.
What does that mean?
Well, when he's sober, he's nasty. When he drinks, he's nasty, especially to my mom.
What does he do to your mom?
Seems like when he's always drunk, it's either he hits my mom, throws something at me, or yells at us for completely doing nothing.
Do you feel safe?
No.
Did he hurt you?
Didn't hurt me.
He hurt your mom?
Yeah, he abuses my mom.
That's a strong word. Is it more than verbal?
Well, I come home after school. Every day I see her, she either has a mark, like a black eye, or like a mark on her wrist, like it's all patched up.
How does it make you feel?
Upset that my dad is hurting my mom. Upset that my dad's an alcoholic.
Do you think your father deserves a consequence?
I mean, yes and no, because...
No?
Yeah.
Why no?
Because he probably doesn't mean it, but he doesn't have to drink. He chooses to because it makes him feel like he's the boss.
Did you feel like the boss with Timothy the other day?
Yeah.
A bully needs a victim to successfully bully. If I refuse to be his victim and I'm unfazed by his words or actions, I'm not a candidate to be his target. And so he has to go on to somebody else.
Like you said, this use of the word bully just seems to be flying around all the time. You know, back then we used to think of a bully as this tough kid who was going to steal your lunch money. Can you define bully in more modern day terms?
You bet. So what they're calling bullying has 3 criteria today in the academic literature. Number 1, there has to be an imbalance of power. And this has nothing to do with size or strength, but it's psychological power. The second thing is there has to be intent to do harm. It can't be an accident. And the third thing is it has to be repeated over time. It has to be some level of harassment, more than one time event that's pervasive and that can be proven. But the problem with those 3-part criteria is, number one, there is no psychological test that we could give children that are in a conflict that shows me what level of psychological power each has, and then compare the two to understand if someone has more power than the other. So that's out the window. And the intent can only be told by the person who did the bullying or did the behavior. And usually when you interview those people we label bullies, they say, I just did that because he did this to me. So they actually feel victimized. Or they may say, I was just joking. And the third problem with pervasiveness is that it could be just one time that someone's called a name or someone says something really bad. And so the definition isn't helpful. What I try to tell people, what people are calling bullying today is anything that hurts your feelings. So if your feelings are hurt, you feel powerless, you feel like, I don't know how to stop it, and it's probably accurate to go ahead and call that bullying. Although it doesn't meet the criteria, it certainly meets the pop culture definition of what bullying is. I say don't even use the word bullying, call it what it is. He called me a name, she pushed me and shoved me, they excluded me from a party. We don't even need to use the word, focus on the behavior.
Well, I think things could obviously be handled better. And we have a huge bullying problem here. And there really is not an answer. I mean, we've suspended the students involved. They've been punished.
Well, you must have something. Don't you have something in place? There has to be something in place. Some system, some schooling, something, so that it doesn't happen again and again. It just seems like you're talking and talking and talking about nothing.
When we look at bullying, we look at the victim specifically, but in reality, not only is the victim being affected, so is their family. How much do you think a parent should be involved in their children's situations?
I think parents should be totally involved, but not as a police officer, as an educator, not as an investigator of crimes, but someone who teaches and trains and educates. Of course, when a parent sees their child suffering, I know this because I'm a dad, I suffer with them. I lose sleep. I have a hard time focusing at work. It has me and my wife in a quandary, and we're trying to find a solution to something. So yeah, parents suffer equally, sometimes even more. But the solution is not to come in yelling at the educators saying, you must protect my child from any harm. No, it's to educate, why is someone being mean to my child, and how can we stop it? Don't focus on what, don't focus on where, don't focus on when, focus on why. Maybe they're trying to be funny. My son has a very sensitive, undeveloped sense of humor. Maybe they're hurt by my child and my child needs to apologize, get to the bottom of it. Or maybe they're just trying to psychologically dominate my child and I should teach him how to be resilient so that he doesn't suffer. I need to approach it like an educator, because this isn't the last jerk they're going to experience. They're going to experience a life full of mean people, and they're going to need to know how to navigate it.
So I'm trying to just get a full view and scope of all the moving parts here and just understand if I missed something. So from your point of view, I mean, how was Timothy at home?
He's a handful. He's a handful. I love him, but he's a handful.
Did he ever open up to you about what was going on? I mean, I know that one student was really harassing him, but did he ever talk about it?
Not really. I mean, I could tell that he was upset when he came home from school, but he never really talked to me.
Specifically?
Not specifically. I could tell. Once I think we once had a conversation about it, and I said, well, what can I do? And he was like, I got it. You don't have to do anything. So, he's a boy.
Yeah. Well, how's he been dealing with the loss of his parents before everything? Before all this happened with Brian? I mean, I can't imagine the blow that your family had and what you've been through. It's just been thing after thing.
He misses them. Sometimes he talks to me about it. Sometimes. You know, I'll see him looking at a picture or something, and we kind of look at each other. And
how are you dealing with it all? You're here.
I'm here. I'm here. You know, God is watching.
Mm. Did you notice a change in him after the accident?
Yes. Yes.
What was your biggest view?
He for a long time he just stopped talking. You know, he'd sit at the table. He used to talk a little bit, and after they died, he just stopped talking.
Growing up, Alex and I were like childhood best friends. And I guess we never really had much in common, but we still fit together. Not like a puzzle, more like conjoined twins, but like one of them really wants the separational surgery and the other one is kind of just like, but I'll die if you like try to cut me out of you.
Well, you guys must have done some things that you enjoyed or had fun.
I mean, yeah, we used to like just play in our backyards because they were like kind of like those townhouses where the backyards just
conjoined.
Yeah, exactly. But eventually when I got to middle school we put a fence, which was great. And once we got to high school I just realized we were two completely different people.
How so?
I mean, all Alex ever did was study and then work on her art, and she never talked to anyone, like ever. And still, everyone would come up to her and they're like, oh, that's so pretty, you're such a good artist. And
Is she a good artist?
I mean, that's subjective, like I can't draw, but it's whatever.
If you didn't know who she was and you saw it, would you like the work?
It just looks like the weird stuff that you'd reblog on Tumblr back in like 2013 before they like monetized everything and you couldn't have anything like explicit on the website. But anyway, even though
you said now there's a fence. Oh, it sounds a little literal and metaphorical, but clearly, you know, your lives are separate. I mean, what's it like at home?
I mean,
Hey, Bookworm. Mom picked up another shift tonight, so you're stuck with me again. What's up? Why don't we go to the library? I heard they have that new book you've been wanting to read.
Sure, can I call Beth first?
Yeah. Why don't I go upstairs and make us some hot chocolate?
Hello, Beth. I really miss you. The bullies, you know, them. At recess, they keep bothering me. I know, I tried to just laugh it off. It was so much easier with you here. How's your new school? I wish you never left. Okay, alright, bye.
Hey, look, I get that you have a lot of responsibilities and you're trying to just juggle everything, but I mean, are you happy?
I mean, yeah, I mean, they were pretty good surface life. Like, I have a lot of friends. I may be top of my class. Do we know when those are coming out? Because I kind of need to know who's getting that.
dance captain, probably gonna be prom queen.
The other week, when you had the whole thing with Alex, why did it happen?
I mean, I don't know, I guess it was bound to happen eventually. It's better it came from me than anyone else.
I mean, there had to be a reason, though, a catalyst. I mean, did she do something?
I mean, yeah, she just pushed me to my breaking point. Like, she's completely perfect. Almost perfect. And, you know, I'm just trying my best.
I know you had that breakup like 3 months ago, but I mean, I thought we got through that and...
We did. I was perfectly fine, right? Like, I was doing great. I finally found another guy I like. He's super cute, athletic, like, he's great. But just to find out, you know, he's into Alex. And that honestly pushed me over the edge, I guess. Because first, her grades are great, she's amazing at art, and now she needs the guy I like out of everyone in the school.
Oh, look who's here. Wow, who did your hair this morning? What is she reading? What is this? Look at that.
Oh my god.
Why is she even reading it? What? What?
She's kind of art nerd. She has to be able to do this.
Do what?
This stupid art.
Hey, ladies.
Hey! I'm just looking at my new art book. What? What are you gonna say? Okay, that's what I thought. Oh my god.
Are you one of
Do
them?
you even like this?
Who could? I mean, like,
This is. Oh, look at this. What? You have something to say to me? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, what about friends? Do you make any friends at school?
Yeah, I have some friends, I guess.
Do you talk to them, though, about your problems and what's going on?
No. They just see another side of me.
So they're kind of more like acquaintances. Maybe not exactly your friends.
You could say that.
Do they want to be your friends?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we hang out together, but...
You just have a wall. You
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable letting them in.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just have friends. That's all I know. It's whatever.
I hate when people pity me because I don't hurt from what Brianna does. I hurt from knowing why she does it.
Why do you think she does it?
I want to say it's because she misses me, but I don't think that's true. I think she just found a new group of friends and she's trying to do it to be cool and she's just leaving her old friend behind.
Well, I mean, you said you felt like you guys were kind of forced to be friends.
We weren't forced to be friends. It just happened. Like, we didn't actively seek each other out. We just became friends.
I can understand that. Well, I mean, what about home? Do you have any siblings?
No.
Look, it's not whatever, because the things that... Look, I'm trying to help you deal with some things that are going on, but if you can't deal with them with me, we're just going to skate around it and nothing's going to change. And I can tell you, your behavior needs to change. Because if it doesn't change, there's going to be really
What about
big
Cassie's
consequences.
behavior? Why is it always my behavior that has to change? Like,
Because right now you're the one who's bringing Cassie up. We're talking about you and what you need to do. That has nothing to do with Cassie. She's another pot of coffee. You know, I can talk to her separately. I'm asking about you. What do you want? This is your chance. What do you need? But in general, how are you? I mean, how are you dealing with, like, isolation?
It's honestly the best time for me to work on my art. I'm alone, it's quiet, I can play music and I can just work without worrying about anyone around.
Do you want somebody around?
I guess so.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be terrible to reach out before you leave to some of your friends.
Yeah, but maybe that's what college is for.
True, you'll make a lot of new friends there. But, it just sounds like you're ready for a change.
Yeah.
I think you have to think about what you're thinking about. Now there's a concept. Because our feelings are subject to our thinking. And so if I'm feeling bad, it doesn't mean something bad is happening. It means that the way I process that something is triggering all these feelings. So I think that all of us, even adults, say, boy, I'm really getting a lot better and I want to get better at processing letdowns in such a way where I'm not upset. So if someone cuts me off the road, calm down. I should have expected yahoos are driving, crazy people are on the road. I need to be a defensive driver and protect myself before I wreck myself. I'm not going to get angry. If I'm stuck in traffic, I could say, well, instead of getting upset, I can't change the inevitable. I'm going to catch up on my audiobook. I'm going to reframe or process this letdown in a different way. Or if my boss is really driving me crazy, or if some neighbor seems to be attacking me verbally, I want to be unfazed by it. I want to keep my marriage together, my kids respecting. I want to have loving relationships. So that means how I process the bad things that happen in my life are going to be the key to my success. So if you want to get better, you have to think about what you're thinking about. If you catastrophize, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Oh my gosh, this is like the horrible. I can't believe they're calling me that name. Then you're going to have the manifestations of all those emotions. But if you, instead of catastrophize, be flexible and say, oh man, I'm bummed. I'm not devastated, I'm bummed. I'm bummed that this person's saying that about me. It bums me out, but it doesn't ruin my day. So it's becoming more flexible and not so rigid in our mindset. That's the secret to becoming emotionally resilient, and that's the secret to enjoying life.
Where do people go to get help? I know that you have written a book. Mm-hmm. What's the name of that? Will it help people?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I wrote a book called Love is Greater Than Hate. Yes, it's helped a lot of people. What has helped more people is a little 5-minute video called How to Stop a Bully. If they just put that in any search engine, they'll find it. Over 200 million views now. 2,300 years of watch time if you add up all the minutes. My friends tell me this, I don't stalk myself. But it is amazing that one little video that shows kids how not to get upset when someone's being mean, and when they don't get upset and they're actually kind to their enemy, it shuts their enemy down. That simple demonstration that I do through improvisational role play helps students know how to solve their social problems immediately. And I get emails daily. I get messages daily, all the time. Thousands and thousands of people say, thank you so much for having that video and showing me. One kid just the other day said, I would have got suspended because I would have punched him. I would have gotten in a fight if I didn't see your video. Now I know why he's being mean and how to stop him. So videos are the way I help kids these days because they don't read that much. And videos are so handy. So I'm going to keep doing videos.
Technology is so important in this whole movement, and I love what you're doing with the videos and the presentations, acting it out, letting people know that this is the situation you're in. You know, here's exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
right, and they've had experiences where this has worked. Maybe they have a sibling that loves to torture them and drive them crazy. And when they get upset with their sibling loves it. And it escalates the problem. But when they don't get upset by their sibling and they try to blow a kiss to their sibling runs away and leaves them alone. They're like, I wonder if this will happen with the dudes at school or whatever. Not blowing kisses, but certainly not getting upset, you know. And so, yeah, this is such a great life skill. And if a kid's suffering, he could Google how to stop a bully and he'll learn from me. But he or she does need to reach out to an adult. And the way that they reach out to an adult is not by saying, will you punish my bully for me? Will you protect me? You need to go to the adult and say, can you help me know why I'm suffering? And can you help me find a way to respond so I can shut this person down? I want to learn a skill. You need to have a teachable heart and not just be a victim who is powerless to solve your social problems. Don't be that, because the world thinks this generation are snowflakes, powerless to solve their social problems, melting and breaking down when the heat of adversity comes. Prove them wrong. Be strong. Definitely ask for help, but help so that you could learn to solve your social problems on your own.
Hey! I see that you're done with the bathroom, but the bathroom's not done with you!
Yo, someone help!
He's got toilet paper stuck to his rifle.
Get off of me!
Someone did something really wrong to you, and it's not fine. It's not. And it doesn't make you less or weak. It doesn't. We just gotta get through it together. Let me help you.
You're not helping me.
What would help you? Did you see any signs that would have ever made you think it was even possible that Timothy was going to take his own life?
No.
I love what I do because I'm one beggar telling another beggar, I got some bread, dude. And this will nourish you. This is some truth. This will make you smart, and this will help you protect your heart, guard your emotions, be confident with who you are. And it's emotional resilience. It's being happy with who you are, being happy with how you are, not living for their approval, expecting them to be jerks, having a very low expectations of how people treat you. Expect people to be mean to you. So when they're nice to you, you're pleasantly surprised. And one thing's for sure, no matter how they treat you, live by the golden rule. Treat them the way you want to be treated. Be kind. And when you are kind to everyone, especially the punks in your life, you systematically remove the mean people legally without any violence. And you're proud of who you become in the process.
Our actions affect everyone around us. I don't know if you know this, but Timothy ended his life 2 days ago.
No, he didn't.
He's gone.
No. You gotta be joking.
I wish I was. He's not coming back. I'm not saying it's your fault. But there's just some things we can't take back.
He actually died?
Yeah. Funeral's this weekend. I'm gonna try and make some calls. But if it's all right with you, can I see you tomorrow?